the forgotten legend, Daniel Cormier.
I see my haters proud of me now. When I'm around, it's all smiles. I took over my whole town.
All right, to start off, the person, Daniel Cormier, has not been forgotten. I mean, this man is on TV every other day. He has a lot of podcasts that he's on that's doing really, really well in the MMA space. But Daniel Cormier, the fighter, the 25 pro fight experienced vet, has been forgotten in my opinion. And here is his resume to back up what I'm saying. Before even making it into the UFC, he held a finish win over Antonio Bigfoot Silva in Strikeforce. He followed that up with a title win over Mr. Josh Barnett. Then when he made it to the big show, they gave him no slouch coming into the UFC. They gave him former champion Frank Mir. And then to follow that up, he had another hard test versus tough winner Roy Nelson. He had another long-time rival on Patrick Cummins in, I think, if I remember the story right, finished him inside the first round. After the Patrick Cummins finish, he hits another all-world fighter, another promotion champion, Dan Henderson, finishes him inside the distance. And then you go after that fight, you fight the greatest fighter of all time, Mr. John Jones, which he comes up short by unanimous decision. After his first career loss, he rebounded by winning the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship, which was vacated by John Jones doing John Jones activities versus one of the hardest punchers the UFC has ever seen, in Anthony Rumble Johnson. Following the Anthony Rumble Johnson fight, he had another very, very hard test. The man who gave John Jones his toughest test to date, Mr. Alexander Gustafsson, and he was able to win that fight by split decision. Isn't that? Then he took a fight with Anderson Silva, which was kind of a throwaway fight. Daniel Cormier dominated the fight, wrestled him. Pretty much a Daniel Cormier fight. After that, he had Anthony Rumble Johnson again and finished him again. That is very, very impressive. I feel like Anthony Johnson, probably one of the better light heavyweight punchers that the UFC has ever seen, and Daniel Cormier finished him twice. Then after that, John Jones popped high. It is what it is in that. Then after that, Daniel Cormier defends his light heavyweight title again against Mr. Volkan Oezdemir. Finishes him inside the second round. He ended up being Volkan Oezdemir by a second round ground and pound, and that gave him 3 title defenses. I'm pretty sure that ties for second most ever, with him and Alex Pereira tied right now, I believe, if my math is correct, or I'll just put it on screen if I'm right or not. All right, and then after that, he said, I'm tired of cutting weight. Let me go up to heavyweight, and I want to become champ. And he has the greatest heavyweight of all time standing in his way, Stipe Miocic, to finish Stipe Miocic inside the first round. The heavyweight champion gets finished by the light heavyweight champion in the first round in the UFC. That is insane. But to follow that up, he defended the heavyweight title one time against Derek Lewis. Some people call it a gimme fight for Daniel Cormier, but calling Derek Lewis a gimme fight when he holds the record for the most knockouts in UFC history is kind of insane in my opinion. But then after that, the career kind of goes downhill. But that's not to say that this man is not a UFC legend. I cannot wait to see what this man does next. I know the next season of Tough is going to be hilarious. It should be fun, and it should be really, really exciting to watch. Shout out to Daniel Cormier and shout out to Shell Shannon. But Daniel Cormier, put some respect on that man's name. And here's some of my favorite finishes from him. But if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, be good people. Peace.